sacred place for you and me. And let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night. Time is running.
Hello and welcome to our Dream Build series. This is our 5th episode, and today I want to discuss some of my ideas and the finishes that we have for our new home, and specifically I want to talk about our entryway and the library of our new home. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today, and I hope you'll stick around even if you aren't building a new home, because some of these ideas and things we'll be talking about can be applied to any space in your home. Today we'll discuss how to find those ideas and how to approach the design of those spaces. So I hope you'll stick with me. My true design inspiration came from this beautiful painting we purchased from an antique store in Marietta, Georgia. The colors depicted in this painting are exactly what I envisioned for our home, warmer colors that make you feel enveloped and welcome. With those deeper, richer tones in mind, I set out to find some inspiration photos on Pinterest to help me hone in on exactly how I want our spaces to look. It is my go-to for finding ideas quickly, but there are so many ways to find inspiration, other sites, magazines, books, even nature and architecture around you in your everyday life. After finding inspiration photos, I needed to think about our budget and how these designs would be achieved on that budget. Also, I needed to keep in mind that I wasn't recreating the exact room or copying the inspiration. I am simply looking for the things that I truly love about each photo, such as room color, a certain wood tone, flooring, a specific piece of furniture. We don't all have grand staircases or super tall ceilings or a 10,000 square foot home. I realized that creating those exact designer looks was not reality in my own humble space. Keeping things in perspective will help me choose the exact design that will work in our home. So once I kind of pinned down the ideas that I really liked, the direction that I wanted to go, I knew that I needed to start looking at finishes, like the flooring and the paint choices, things like that. So I know that we have settled on our flooring. 100% definitely going with this flooring. And it is engineered hardwood. And I'll put it up here. I'll also put it up on the screen just because this, I don't know that you're going to get all the grains in this, but this is from LL Flooring. It's Monaco white oak engineered hardwood. Now, I know a lot of people are doing the luxury vinyl because it's really durable. And I thought about it, but I am just such a fan of hardwoods. I can't afford to put actual hardwood flooring throughout the house, but this engineered hardwood is a really good product. We had it in our old home that we just sold, and we didn't have any problems with it. And it looks like it says back here that it has a 100-year warranty. I don't know. We'll have to check on that when we get ready to order it. But anyway, I just love the color of it, and so that's what we're going to be going with for the flooring. Now, I will say the hardest thing for me to choose was the paint color. And I think a lot of it is because they just give you these little chips in the store, and you think you have the right color, and you'd get it home and it would change on me. It would go green undertones or pink undertones. It would just change throughout the day, which paint does. And that's why you want to go and get the chips and kind of put them around your house to see, if you like it. Well, I was struggling. I was struggling a lot, and I kept going back and getting more and more samples. And I'm not kidding you. I had a stack this thick, and Corey was like, "Just pick one." I said, "This is so hard because I want to like it. I don't know. I don't want to put a paint on my walls and then hate it." So I have narrowed it down. I put them all kind of grouped together here, and we'll walk through the choices as we go through each of the rooms. But I really did struggle with this, and it helped putting it on a white sheet of paper. This room gets wonderful light throughout the day, and having it up here on my little bulletin board, it was really a good way for me to see how it played out throughout the day, how it would change colors. And I will say this one particular color that I have chosen for the primary walls of the house, it really does stay true pretty much throughout the day. It doesn't really change color too much. So that's why I really ended up liking it a lot. But since I've kind of now narrowed down the colors that I want to do, I have gone ahead and ordered some actual paint samples that I want to paint on some poster board that I'll just go and get at like dollar store and have those. So I'll have a bigger swatch, and then I'll be able to put those up around the rental house here, you know, in different rooms throughout the day, just to see how they change and make sure that I love them 100%. So I definitely suggest, if you're looking to change paint out in your home, please, go get the chips, go get the cards, and kind of narrow down what you like, and then go ahead and purchase some paint samples. I know it costs money, but you'll thank me later, because the last thing you want to do is put up a color and then have it change on you and you end up hating it. I mean, it's not like you can't change it out. You can, but it's a lot of work. And so make sure that you love it first. And I suggest getting the paint colors. You can also get the peel and stick paint swatches too. These particular colors didn't have those swatches, so that's why I ended up getting actual paint samples. The entry into our home will be through these double doors. I really want to add finish glass, which is wavy in appearance, to help keep them from being so transparent. Also, they will more than likely be maple doors, so I know we won't be able to match our flooring. My thought is to stain it a shade darker so that it doesn't appear like I was trying to match it. And I think going darker will give the door its own moment and not just blend with our flooring. The posts will be stained to match, so I need to make sure the stain works with the colors on the outside of our home as well. Once inside, this is the view from our living room or great room. I originally debated on our flooring here in the entry, thinking that maybe it should be different from the rest of the house. I love this trend here with the checker pattern, clearly with more cost-saving porcelain tile and not marble or travertine, but then I thought maybe it would be nice to tie into the wood flooring, and thought this idea was a good one using a mix of tile and wood. Ultimately, I decided to keep everything seamless, but still give the entry its own moment by placing the wood flooring in a herringbone pattern. Now, as for the lighting, I've gone round and round with lighting ideas. I truly lean towards traditional and more of a French country flair. This light would look beautiful, and it leans very French country with its lantern style. I also thought a more traditional chandelier would be nice as well, but I feel like both of these choices are something that would be typical or expected. We brought this light with us when we moved. It was originally in our home we sold. I thought it would work well here in the entry and save us some money. But I really want to make more of a statement, so I'm thinking about going a bit more out of my comfort zone with the use of transitional lighting. I like how this light still feels traditional. It has a bit of a modern twist. It also pairs very well with the light I intend to use in our dining room. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts on the lighting and what you think I should choose. I know for sure that I want my beautiful painting here in the entryway to set the tone for the rest of the house. And I also know that I want a picture light above it. Since the overhead light has a bronze finish, I'm choosing to go with bronze for the picture light in something similar to this one. That way I can highlight my beautiful painting. As for the paint choice here in the entry, as well as most of the main living areas of the house, I chose Egret White by Sherwin-Williams because it was the one color that stayed true throughout the day. The trim and ceiling will be in High Reflective White by Sherwin-Williams. I would like to lime wash the walls here in the entry to give a more old world effect, but also add some wall molding to keep things cohesive with the rest of the more traditional parts of the home. Under the painting, I'm going to place a console table. Originally, I wanted this beautiful table from our house. It was on clearance and a bit more affordable, but it sold out and they aren't making it anymore, so I began looking for other options. But I quickly realized that all the entry tables are crazy expensive, so I thought, why don't I have Corey make us a table? I'm trying to decide between this one, which is more traditional in styling but still has a rich stained color, or this one, which is more rustic in design and old world looking. I'm leaning toward the more traditional style because of the overall design of everything else in our space. Let me know what you think as to which one I should choose for Corey to make for our entryway. So those are my overall thoughts and design ideas for the entry of our new home. You enter the library from the entryway through these double doors. They will be pocket doors so as to not take up the space into the room. The doors throughout the interior of the home will be painted mega grayish with the exception of any rooms I choose to color drench. The trim will remain high reflective white. This is how all the colors work together. The entire library will be color drenched with the exception of the ceiling in Antique Tin by Behr, which is somewhat charcoal with a more blue undertone. The flooring will remain the same white oak hardwood. The lighting will remain bronze and not brass as I had originally planned for. I changed the entry lighting and I felt the house should remain cohesive. All the picture lights will be similar to the one here. And of course, my beautiful dog painting will take center stage on this wall behind the settee. Now, I didn't have a chandelier put in here because I was worried there would be too many lights in this small room. But if I did decide to install one later, once we moved in and I can assess how everything looks, I will probably go with something similar to this one. On this back wall, I originally planned for a desk to be between the bookshelves, but ultimately decided to leave myself the option of a settee. I love this one from Amazon and it's at an excellent price. This sidewall to the right is bare of shelving, so I plan to add wall molding, something similar to the design here. On the opposite wall, there is a window that will let in beautiful light. It faces the front of the house. Keeping with the moodiness, I will more than likely add dark gray drapery panels. As for the floor, I plan to add an area rug. I love this one from Wayfair. I also want to add some chairs. These are also from Amazon to either side of the settee with this coffee table in between. Not sure it will work, so I won't be buying any furniture for this space until I can see it in person and do a layout in the room with proper furniture measurements. I will admit, I thought this room would be much bigger than it is, so some of my plans have changed and will probably continue to change once we move into the home. The doors on this side will also be antique tin to match the walls and shelving. As you can see, I have bookcases on this side of the room as well, and the shelves go up and over the door. I love the look it gives, and with all the molding, it's going to look amazing. So excited to see how this room will come together. So give me your thoughts on the lighting in here and leave me a comment. Do you think I should add a chandelier or just leave the recessed lighting since I already have all the picture lights around the room? I can always add a lamp too. Would love to know what you all think. Those are my overall thoughts and design ideas for the library of our new home. I want to thank you all so much for being here with us today, and I hope that you found some inspiration maybe to do a little project in one of your rooms of your home. There's just so much that you can do, and you don't have to buy new furniture. You don't even have to paint. If you like your paint already, then maybe it's just some decor items that you can change out. But I hope that you found some inspiration on ways to find your ideas, whether it be through Pinterest or Houzz or any one of those sites, or even coffee table books like Shay McGee's newest book, or anything that has Architectural Digest, anything that has pictures that can inspire you. You can go shopping at the regular big box stores to find decor items. You can go thrifting, or you can do antiquing like we like to do. There's just so many ways to change out things in your home. Also, you don't even have to buy anything. You can take something that maybe you've grown tired of in one room and bring it into another room and totally change up the look, and you'll be surprised at that. You'll probably end up loving the decor that you were getting tired of in another room. So anyway, I hope you found a lot of inspiration today. I loved having you here. Please leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about the finishes. Let me know if you see anything that maybe we are overlooking and should give some consideration to on the build of the house. And again, we appreciate you all so much. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to our channel and joining our growing YouTube family. And if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button and share it with someone you know who might like this type of content. Please stick with us. We have so much more to come, and I cannot wait to get this house build started. Just to give you a little bit of update, we do physically have our plans finally. They are in our hands, and Corey's working really hard to get some bid sheets together that we can send out and start getting our lumber package bids and our trusses and all that goes into the first stages of the planning before we even break ground. So that's where we are right now. We're still hoping that spring we will be able to break ground, if not at the very latest, early summer. So please stick with us. We have a lot to share. And again, thank you so much for being with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye for now.
Look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and